The early branding of your business gives you time to really test your voice in the market. It will help you refine your niche and really attract customers who are aligned to the value or to the transformation that you provide. Welcome to Create Your Own Economy with Bunmi and Jibade, the podcast that empowers corporate professionals ready to break free and transition into entrepreneurship with confidence and clarity, as well as business owners looking to grow and scale their businesses. If you're exhausted from building other people's dreams, leaving you little time or energy to focus on what truly matters to you, you are in the right place. Each week, we provide actionable strategies, expert interviews, and real-life success stories to help you turn your ideas into thriving business. Ready to take bold, clear steps toward life and business you deserve? Let's get started. Do you have a calling into entrepreneurship and you really want to know how to build a powerful brand while still working your 9-to-5 job? Or do you feel you need to wait until you transition from your corporate job before you start building your brand? Look, if you are thinking this way, I think you will be behind by the time you start. So if you really want to transition into entrepreneurship from your job in corporate, and you want to do it with good strategies, with confidence, I think you need to listen to this episode because it's packed with insights on how you can begin to build your brand while still working a 9-to-5 job. Now, the best time to build your brand is not when you quit your job. Because you can really do it, you can begin to lay the foundation while you are still in your career in the corporate world. Now, let's really look at why you need to do this. Why is it important for you to begin building the brand while still on your job? You will lay the foundation for the future success of that business when you begin while you still while you are still in that job. And also it will help you with credibility, and position you as an authority in that space or the industry where you choose to go into. And once people begin to see you as an authority, they get attracted to you, and gradually you will see yourself building, a following, building people that believe in what you are doing, and they can begin to see the benefit of what you bring to the table to the transformation they are seeking or the transformation that you offer. They will be able to see the benefit of that transformation for them or for their business. And also, every content that you create, every conversation that you have will really connect you because it's a seed that you are planting towards the future or towards the success of your future business. And when you are consistent at doing this, at having a real conversation, at developing pieces of content, you will then see people who will really take you serious. They will know that you are serious in the business, and then they will begin to follow you. And the early branding of your business gives you time to really test your voice in the market. It will help you refine your niche and really attract customers who are aligned to the value or to the transformation that you provide. And number two, you can begin to build your brand while working your 9 to 5 job because it will help you really define what you want to be known for. In other words, it will help you find your niche because your brand is really not a logo, is not a website. It is you, people knowing you for adding value to a specific group of people, and it will help you also define your message. It will help you define your mission. It will help you also define the values that you have, your values, then the value of the business that you are trying to start. So then you ask yourself, this is where you ask yourself, what problem do I solve? Who do I want to serve? Because when you begin to ask these questions, you are able to define the pillars of your brand. Is it educational? Are you into empowerment? What it is that you do? And then you are also able to reflect on the skills that you possess right now on your job. And what are the skills that you can transfer to the business from what you have learned in your corporate career, and how those expertise can solve problems for your future clients. So this is really very important. You don't want to quit your job before you start building that, because that is the foundation of your business. As somebody going into entrepreneurship, the first thing you do is not your logo, is not your website, but you really asking questions to define what your mission is, what your values are, defining who your clients will be. That is very, very important. So, number three, why is important for you to build your brand while working your 9 to 5 job is that you are able to develop your visual identity. When people see you or hear you, what do you want them to think? Your voice. What do you say? How do you say it? Who does it resonate with? Because the content you are going to be producing, is it going to be encouraging? Is it strategic? The product that you are talking about, are you passionate about that? How will people feel when they hear you talk about that product or that service? So you begin to develop your voice in the marketplace, your identity in the marketplace. Then you begin to choose your brand colors, your fonts, and all that. But again, knowing who your client base is going to be, then it will help you to determine who they are, where do they shop, what do they buy, where do they go on vacation, where do they hang out. So when you begin to identify those things, then it will help you to choose your brand colors, because you know who they are, what they like, how they love to look or to speak and all that. And when you are developing that voice, you need to keep it authentic. People can smell a phony far away. It doesn't mean that it's set in stone, that your brand is set in stone when it comes to maybe the colors and all that, but the authenticity, they want it to be, um, they want you to nail it down. Not that you are flip flopping when it comes to your authenticity, how people see you and how authentic your message is. But other things as you are branding can evolve. So don't think that those things are set in stone. No, some things can evolve. Even you have seen companies that change their logo. Yes, things can evolve, but who you are, your authenticity, what people know you for, the values you have, people need to plug in into those values from the beginning, because that is what will attract you to your future customers when they can have, when they align with who you are, when they align with your authentic messages. Then, number five, so while you are building your 9 to 5 job, just as is important for you to be authentic in your messaging to who your customers are, you also need to build credibility, while balancing your job. You need to respect your current employer's boundaries. This is really very important. You need to make sure that as you are showing yourself online, that there's no conflict, that the content that you are posting does not conflict with your job. Look into that. Look at your employer's handbook. Look at HR. See if there is going to be uh, areas of conflict that they can, call you out on. And as you respect your employer's boundaries, I will encourage you not to use their time to post or to start your business or to work on your business. Um, Choose times. Maybe it's early morning before you go to work, or is it going to be after work? Or you can make some content during your lunch break. You don't want them to trace the time you posted a live video on your social media space, and then it was supposed to be when you were at work. Build credibility, because you never know. Some of those people on your job, they are looking at you. They might be the ones to refer you to future clients. So really, be careful. Don't use their time to build your business. Say yes to opportunities outside of your job time, to collaborate with other people, to maybe they invite you to speak at a conference or to grow your network. Be credible. Let them know that this is what you are doing has nothing to do. You are not using their job. So be present on your job. Give to your employer that 100% that they demand from you. And as you are taking time to build your business, choose a time that does not conflict with your job. The number six, while working a 9 to 5 job, you can begin to build relationships. So start engaging other people in the industry, people, the target audience. Sit where they are, comment on maybe some other people in the same industry. Comment, write a comment on their post, collaborate, support them. It's not only about posting, and I know it's a stretch even for me and so many other people, is a stretch, but you can begin to build that while you are still working your 9 to 5 job, that people begin to hear your voice when you make a comment, when you ask a question that can make people to answer, give their answers, and then you go back there and just make comment and cheer other people up. When they are doing well, cheer them up. Write a comment. Just be visible. That is it. Be visible in the space where you are going into. And the last one I will talk about is building your just your brand tools. Make it simple. Um, you know, just write like a short personal bio, that will pick from your experiences, that will pick from your values, from your mission, from what you are passionate about, and write a short personal bio. It might be your history, because before you start thinking about that business, you were coming from somewhere. So write something that will resonate with the people that you are targeting, and also work on your tagline. Like me, my tagline: helping corporate professionals transition with confidence. How does that sound? It's like, oh, I want to transition. Okay, she can help me. So a tagline that will express what you do, so that people that are looking for that kind of business, or that kind of support, will reach out to you. And then think about, maybe 1 to 3 brand topics you can consistently talk about. You remember all those skills, everything you have done, 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 20 years in your corporate job is leading to this time. So, what are some topics that you can really speak about consistently, that can make people remember you, that you'll be memorable, that people will be glued to you and they want to hear more? For me, as a business coach, empowering corporate professionals to transition with confidence and also support them while they're building their business, I speak about developing an entrepreneurial mindset, because the mindset you have as an employee is different from the mindset that will make you successful as an entrepreneur. So I speak on developing an entrepreneurial mindset. I also speak on time management strategies before you transition and after you transition. How do you manage your time while you are still on your 9 to 5 job, so that you can maximize your time while building your brand, without encroaching into your employer's time? And also, once you transition and you are now by yourself, nobody is checking you and all that, how do you keep yourself accountable and follow, have like a time management strategies to make your work, to make your business successful? Because you don't have a boss, you are the boss. So having time management strategies before and after. I speak before and after your transition. I speak on that. And also, I use my ACE coaching framework to support and develop my clients' business. So that's a framework that I use, to help my clients. So begin to think, what would you bring to the table as you are thinking of starting your business? So what do you want to be known for? This is the time while you are still in that job that you begin to develop that. Everything that you have known, that you have done, this is the time that you are going to show it to the world, maybe in 5 years, maybe in 3 years, whatever time you have chosen to launch that business. Now, are you ready? Are you really ready to build your brand before you hang in that resignation? Are you ready? Before you begin to tell people at work, I only have 6 months, I only have whatever. What are you doing right now to prepare you for that transition date that you have chosen for yourself? So if you need some support, you can get my free guide, Transition from Corporate to Entrepreneurial, the 10-step guide to success. And if you want, to have a conversation with me on how to start building your brand, also, you can reach out to me. I'm looking forward to supporting you. Let's do this. You can do it. I believe in you. The time to start is not when you turn in your resignation. The time to start building your brand is now, is today. Don't do it alone. I'm here to support you. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to Create Your Own Economy with Bunmi Ajibade. I hope this episode gave you the clarity and inspiration to take the next step in your entrepreneurial journey. If you're a corporate professional feeling stuck or unfulfilled, and you are thinking about starting your own business, but find yourself asking, how, what, where, who, or when, I invite you to download my special curated guide, Transition from Corporate Professional to Entrepreneur, the 10-step guide for success. This guide is designed to make your transition smoother and less stressful. Afterward, schedule a clarity call to map out your personalized success path. We invite you to write a review, like, and share this episode with anyone who needs this information. See you in the next episode.